Good morning. You're watching News for Hearing-Impaired. I'm Preeti. With me is Sonu. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to travel to West Bengal and Odisha today to take stock of the situation in the wake of Cyclone Amphan. Will conduct aerial surveys and take part in review meetings where aspects of relief and rehabilitation will be discussed. Relief and restoration work underway in West Bengal and Odisha in the aftermath of the super cyclone Amphan. 72 lives lost in West Bengal, several areas flooded in Bangladesh. Super cyclonic storm Amphan weakened into a well-marked low-pressure area over North Bangladesh and neighbourhood. Indian Railways to open reservation counters for booking of tickets in a phased manner. Allows booking of reservation tickets to common service centres and ticketing agents from today. Running of Shramik special trains will continue to be handled by state governments as per the existing protocols. Indian nationals continue to be brought back under second phase of Vande Bharat Mission. Over 23,000 people returned so far. 162 flights to operate from 47 countries till 13th of June. Active cases of COVID-19 in India stand at 63,624, 3,435 deaths reported, while 45,299 patients have been cured and discharged. Global COVID-19 cases cross 51 lakh, over 3 lakh 32,000 deaths reported world over. Death toll surpasses 94,000 in the US. Restaurants in New York reopened after the lockdown restrictions ease. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today undertake an aerial survey of cyclone-hit areas. The PMO in a tweet informed that Prime Minister will travel to West Bengal and Odisha to take stock of the situation in the wake of Cyclone Amphan. He will conduct aerial surveys and will take part in review meetings where aspects of relief and rehabilitation will be discussed. Meanwhile, relief and restoration work is underway on a war footing in West Bengal and Odisha in the aftermath of the super cyclone Amphan. The cyclone has left 72 people dead and thousands homeless in West Bengal, battering several parts of the state and washing away bridges and swamping low-lying areas. It also wreaked havoc in Odisha, damaging power and telecom infrastructure in several coastal districts. The devastation could have been much greater if it were not for the accurate forecast by IMD and timely evacuation of some 7 lakh people by the NDRF. It helped minimize the loss of human casualty. The IMD has meanwhile declared that cyclone has weakened into a deep depression and has moved to Bangladesh. The Nepal government has expressed grief on the loss of lives and destruction in West Bengal and Odisha caused by the cyclone. In a tweet, Nepal's Minister for Foreign Affairs, Pradeep Kumar Gyawali, said, "Deeply saddened to learn about the tragic loss of lives and devastation of infrastructure in the Indian states of West Bengal and Odisha caused by Cyclone Amphan." He expressed heartfelt condolences to the government and friendly people of India. Back home, in a major relief to train passengers, especially in remote areas, the Indian Railways will open its reservation counters at select stations for booking of only reserved tickets from today. These reservation counters will also ensure dissemination of information about their respective locations and timings as per the local needs and conditions. The reservation of reserved tickets is also allowed from common service centres or the CSC and through ticketing agents. The zonal railways have been instructed to decide and notify opening of reservation counters according to the local needs and conditions. These booking counters as well as the CSCs were shut since March 25th when a nationwide lockdown to contain the spread of coronavirus began. Opening of all these booking facilities once again will mark an important step in graded restoration of passenger railway services. It will also make the task of ticket booking easy for all prospective travellers from all parts of India in reserved trains. Zonal railways must also adhere to standard social distancing guidelines and observe hygiene protocols in view of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. India's massive repatriation operation under Vande Bharat Mission continues to bring back stranded Indians from different parts of the world in the wake of the COVID-19 crisis. More than 23,000 Indians have been brought back to the country by the aircrafts so far. The second phase of the extended mission will continue till June 13th and will cover 47 countries. Stranded people from Australia are being brought back to India by Sydney-New Delhi flight. 2 flights have taken off from Muscat in Oman yesterday. While one of the flight will reach Kozhikode in Kerala, another flight carrying around 180 Indians will reach Delhi. At the same time, people stranded in Kuwait are also being brought back to the country through different flights. Around 145 passengers will come home today via Kuwait to Vijayawada flight, while people are also being evacuated by Kuwait to Hyderabad to Tirupati flight. Around 177 passengers and 8 newborns will also arrive in India by Doha to Kochi flight from the capital of Qatar, Doha, today. Yesterday, under the Vande Bharat Mission, the first special flight from Rome in Italy took off for Delhi and Kochi with 239 passengers on board. Indian ambassador to Italy, Rinath Sandhu, interacted with the passengers before their departure. She said that it is a matter of pleasure that Vande Bharat Mission has started from Italy, and she thanked all to make it possible, including both India and the Italian authorities.
It's a matter of great pleasure for us that today the Vande Bharat mission from Italy is starting for the first time. We have the first flight from Rome under this special mission launched by the government of India to bring back Indian nationals. The first flight is going from Rome to Kochi, and on the way it will also stop at Delhi. So we have today Indian nationals who are going back home and who have been here for several months waiting for this day. So I am extremely happy for all of them that they will be able to go home and reunite with their families.
During this, Punjabi folk singer Ginni Mahi also thanked the Indian government and the Indian embassy for their cooperation.
कोरोना वायरस जिसकी वजह से पूरे वर्ल्ड में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स जो क्रिएट हो चुकी हैं, और उस वजह से बहुत सारे पैसेंजर्स हम जैसे थे, बहुत सारे जो बहुत सारी अलग अलग कंट्रीज़ में फंस चुके थे और उनके पास कोई भी तरीका नहीं था अपने देश वापस जाने का। मैं सबसे पहले थैंक्स करना चाहूँगी इंडियन एम्बेसी का, जिन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा हमें कोऑपरेट किया। 1 मंथ से हमें कोऑपरेट कर रहे थे, और एयर इंडिया का जिसके थ्रू हम आज जा रहे हैं, वापस जा रहे हैं। सो आज हमारी फ़्लाइट है और आप देख सकते हैं कि पीछे माहौल कैसा बना हुआ है।
In a unique outreach initiative, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar will talk to community radios in the country at 7 p.m. today. The talk will be simultaneously broadcast on all community radio stations of the country. The move comes as the government makes earnest efforts to reach out to all sections of the country for COVID-19 related communication. There are around 290 community radio stations in the country, and together they provide a massive platform to reach out to the grassroots population. The talk is aimed at harnessing their power to reach out to the people in the remote corners of India. This is the first time that the minister will address listeners of all community radio stations simultaneously. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has said that 1 crore people have been benefited from Ayushman Bharat Yojana so far and 14,000 crore rupees have been spent on it. He added that over 12 to 13 crore Ayushman Bharat cards have already been issued.
1 करोड़ गरीब लोग अब तक लाभार्थी बन चुके हैं। इनको अनेक प्रकार के माध्यमों से हम लोग सूचना दे चुके हैं। जैसा बताया गया कि शायद 14,000 करोड़ रुपए के लगभग का लाभ इन गरीब लोगों को मिल चुका है और शायद 12-13 करोड़ लोगों के हम कार्ड बना चुके हैं। लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि अभी इस दिशा के अंदर हमको इस यात्रा को और तेजी से सफर को तय करना है।
Meanwhile, according to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 63,624 active cases have been reported across the country of COVID-19. 3,435 people have lost their lives so far due to COVID-19, while 45,299 people have been cured and discharged. India has rejected China's allegations that Indian troops crossed over to the Chinese side of the frontier in Ladakh and Sikkim. India has further asserted that New Delhi has been taking responsible approach towards border management. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Anurag Srivastava said that it was the Chinese side that recently undertook activities hindering India's normal patrols in the area. He also said that Indian troops are fully familiar with the alignment of the line of actual control in the India-China border areas and abide by it scrupulously. All Indian activities are entirely on the Indian side of the line of actual control. The LAC is the de facto border between the two countries. He also added that India is deeply committed to ensuring India's sovereignty and security. Days after Nepal's cabinet endorsed a map showing Kalapani, Limpiadhura and Lipulekh areas as Nepal's territory, India on Thursday reacted strongly, terming the revision of the map as unilateral act and said that it will not be accepted by India. Spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs said, and I quote, "We hope the Nepali leadership will create a positive atmosphere for a diplomatic dialogue." Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that MSME sector has a major role in making India self-dependent in the strategic field. Inaugurating the e-conclave of MSME sector associated with defence production, the Defence Minister said that achieving the target of Atmanirbhar Bharat would be easier by the efforts of MSME sector.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत के लक्ष्य में एमएसएमईज का बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है। इसे कोई, इस सच्चाई को कोई नकार नहीं सकता। और मित्रों, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि इंडियन इंडस्ट्रीज की रेजिलियंस और कैपेबिलिटी किसी भी चुनौती से पार पाने में पूरी तरह से सक्षम है। कोविड-19 जैसे संकट हमारे संसाधनों पर इफेक्ट डाल सकते हैं, पर हमारे फेथ और कॉन्फिडेंस को प्रभावित नहीं कर सकते, उस पर कोई प्रतिकूल प्रभाव नहीं डाल सकते। एक कलेक्टिव इफर्ट के माध्यम से मुझे यकीन है कि एमएसएमईज हमारे देश की सिक्योरिटी प्रिपेयर्डनेस में एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करेंगे।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also said that strengthening MSME sector is his government's priority, as this sector would play an important role in improving the quality of life of the common man by restoring lakhs of employment opportunities.
सरकार आम जनता को बेहतर भविष्य और फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी देने के लिए मन, वचन और कर्म, मनसा वाचा कर्मणा, तीनों रूप में हम पूरी तरह से तत्पर हैं। और एमएसएमईज को मजबूती देना उसी लक्ष्य तक पहुंचने का हमारा एक माध्यम है। और मैं आपको आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी द्वारा प्रेरित आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान इंडियन इंडस्ट्री को अनेकों अपॉर्चुनिटीज यहां पर प्रदान करेगा और लाखों रोजगारों को रीस्टोर करने में यह सहायक होगा।
Union Minister Prakash Javadekar held a meeting through video conferencing with Chief Ministers of Karnataka, Maharashtra, Goa and Forest Ministers of Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Gujarat on the proposed notification of eco-sensitive area in Western Ghats. He tweeted to say that the interaction was fruitful as every state expressed its desire to expedite early notification while protecting interest of ecology and environment of Western Ghats. Massive fire broke out during midnight in Delhi's Chuna Bhatti slum area located in Kirti Nagar. More than 24 fire tenders rushed to douse the flames, which were brought under control. There are no reports of any casualties so far and more details are awaited. The global COVID-19 death toll has surpassed the 3.32 lakh mark, while the global COVID-19 cases have surged over 51 lakh. As per the latest data, the global death toll stood at 3,32,876. The US currently accounted for the highest number of COVID-19 deaths in the world at 94,688, followed by the United Kingdom in the second place with 36,124 fatalities. The other countries with over 20,000 deaths are Italy, France, Spain and Brazil. US President Donald Trump said that the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention would soon issue guidelines on reopening of churches, which, like businesses, have been shut due to the lockdown imposed in a bid to combat the spread of COVID-19. The US has so far registered more than 15,76,540 cases of infection, with death toll reaching above 94,660. Restaurants in New York reopened after the lockdown restrictions eased. Necessary precautions were taken, like temperature check at the doors, plastic dividers between tables and sanitizer-infused towels are being observed. The city has witnessed over 28,730 deaths from COVID-19, while the cumulative death toll of US is more than 94,660, with around 15,76,540 cases of infection so far. San Francisco's Dolores Park got a polka dot makeover to aid social distancing as the summer beckons and the region moves into next phase of statewide reopening plan. In an effort to ensure safety from the spread of coronavirus, social distancing circles of around 6 feet are designed on the grass throughout the park to guide the visitors. The famed park boasts panoramic view of San Francisco skyline, while visitors are encouraged to sit within the white circles marked out on the grass in order to practice social distancing as well as enjoy the outdoors. California has one of the strictest stay-at-home orders still in place in response to COVID-19 pandemic. However, the United States has been the worst hit in COVID-19 pandemic and has reported over 15.7 lakh cases of infection, with 94,688 deaths so far. In Britain, varying degrees of lockdown continue as death toll passes 36,000 and total number of confirmed cases reach around 2.52 lakh. In the government's daily briefing, Health Minister announced that the United Kingdom had agreed to acquire over 10 million COVID-19 antibody tests from Roche and Abbott, which would be rolled out to health and care workers from next week. Mass antibody testing is being considered by many countries as a way to speed the reopening of the economies devastated by lockdowns and to introduce more tailored social distancing norms. The health minister said that the test would be first rolled out to the staff, patients and residents in health and care settings. Meanwhile, people were seen applauding the National Health Service on the streets of London for the 9th consecutive week. With lockdown restrictions being gradually lifted, Italy has left the worst part of the COVID-19 emergency behind. But it is not party time yet. Prime Minister Conte warned on Thursday. Making an appeal to his fellow citizens, especially the young Italians, he said that in this phase, more than ever, even when we are outdoors, we must respect safety distances, and where needed, wearing protective masks remains essential. In Brazil, a Sao Paulo hospital has created a genetic COVID-19 test with the potential for mass screening of over 1,500 patients in one go. And according to the officials, DNA samples are taken to identify genetic mutations using NGS machinery. From that, doctors can identify COVID-19. Although this genetic test takes up to 48 hours for results to come in, doctors say that its ability for mass screening sets it apart from other tests. Meanwhile, President Jair Bolsonaro has said that he will sign off a $10.72 billion federal aid program for the states and cities hit by COVID-19 today. In the coming days, Brazil is likely to become world number 2 in terms of confirmed COVID-19 cases, behind only to the United States. Over 20,000 people have died so far from the virus in Brazil, with over 3.1 lakh confirmed cases. The true number of infections and deaths is likely to be higher as Brazil has not been carrying out widespread testing. And coronavirus lockdown has been extended in Lebanon. The country's information minister, Manal Abdel Samad, said that the lockdown restrictions would remain in place till June 7th. The announcement came a day after it registered single-day increase in the number of cases. The total tally of cases in Lebanon has exceeded 1,000, while over 26 deaths have been recorded so far. For restaurateurs worrying how they can welcome back customers but keep them safe from COVID-19, a French designer has a solution. An oversized lampshade made of transparent plastic that encases a customer's head as they eat. The cylindrical device hangs from a cable on the ceiling, much like a lampshade, and has a scoop cut out of the back so that a diner can sit down and get picked up without having to bend over double. The designer behind the invention said that designs that are already in the market looked like booths in prison visiting rooms, so were not inviting for customers. His design would go into production next week, and he said that he had received interest from France, Belgium, Canada, Japan and Argentina. That's it in this edition of the News Cesar. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.